Welcome back to the Whatever Content Videos channel. As you guys can see, um, I lost my data for this game due to a crashing error. It wouldn't let me get back into the game. So now I have to start from scratch, but that's alright, I guess. It's not a problem really. It didn't take us that long to get where we were last time, so that's fine. But today's video is going to be slightly different from the previous videos, in the sense that today we are going to actually be talking about something else other than Tap Titans 2. As this channel's name implies, whatever content videos, I will be making any video that I would like to make. I'm not restricted towards anything specific, such as gaming. And so that's, I think, what the nice thing about this channel is. So today we're going to be talking about Google Stadia, as the title of this video implies. Um, I've actually had experience before with cloud gaming. However, I didn't get to have much experience with it due to the fact that my internet was not the greatest back then. As of now, I have better internet, but it's definitely something that I would like to improve on in the future. However, I've been thinking about giving Google Stadia a chance, but I'm not entirely sure as of right now, hence why I'm making this video. But yeah, so Google Stadia basically is a cloud gaming streaming service and provides with all that you need in order to play games, be it if your computer can or cannot run them. Now, back then, I had the issue of not being able to run most games. Even Minecraft was problematic for me to run. It was actually kind of crazy. I would not be able to run that game unless I lowered the resolution and decreased the settings and downloaded Optifine and decreased the settings even further. It was honestly quite crazy. But yeah, cloud gaming basically removes the requirements set on video games because the developers basically give you the computer, but just over the cloud. So all you really need is just a solid internet connection, and you're able to play all the games that are on that library, which is very, very nice, very neat. The only thing that you have to pay is basically for the power that's being used and for the maintenance because they won't be able to run it. They won't be able to run it consistently without it. But I feel like that's, I guess, a good enough exchange, especially for those who don't have the greatest computers, such as myself. Um, but yeah, so and that's another thing comes with it is the price and the games that they provide. So for Google Stadia, I believe that the cost per month is about $10, which is not bad. Um, I'm not entirely sure what the other streaming services are like, but I'm fairly sure that it all depends on how much you plan on playing, because if you are not much of a gamer, then you really wouldn't benefit from something like this. But if you're someone who would like to experience playing a lot of games, then Google Stadia might be very beneficial for you, depending on your situation. Um, but yeah, so again, I don't have too much experience with this, but from what I've heard, cloud gaming does have its benefits and has its downsides. The only downside mainly being, again, with connection. There could be times where maybe it's not even you that has the problem, it could be that it's server side, and so even if you're paying, but you won't be able to actually, manage to play. It's like even if everything is fine and your internet connection is fine, but you just won't be able to play. So there is stuff like that to consider. But again, depending on how serious you are about wanting to play the variety of games that the library provides, could prove very beneficial. Um, so right now, I will show you the library, or at least some of what they provide in their library of video games, and we'll continue further on once I show my screen, my desktop screen. Here we have the games for Google Stadia, their game library. Now, judging from their first appearance, you might not know the majority of the games on here. I can't lie myself, I haven't heard of these top games. But upon scrolling down further, I have heard of Worms. I've heard that that game is pretty fun. Um, I've heard of Deliver Us to the Moon. I've heard that's pretty fun to play with friends. There are games such as Far Cry Primal, City Skyline, World War Z Aftermath, Golf with Your Friends. I've played myself. It's really fun. Scrolling down a bit further, can't say that I've experienced many of these games. You have Farming Simulator. You have Hello Engineer, which I've never played personally. You have Far Cry 6. Yeah, so these games, it's like they seem spread out. It doesn't look like they've sticked to one genre. It looks like they have a wide variety of games. You have games that seem to be more towards the children's side, such as these games. You have Ice Age. I actually never knew that Ice Age made a game. And then you have, games that you would normally see, such as, Darksiders, Darkwood, Control. But yeah, their game library, they claim that they expand it as much as they can, and that you will gain, more benefit out of your subscription depending on what games they release. So you'd probably want to wait and make sure that there are enough games to actually benefit from your subscription. Unless you are okay with trying new things, right? There's also Terraria. Yeah. There's Trine 4. I believe I've played Trine 3. It was not that bad of a game. There's Saints Row the Third Remastered. But yeah, if you're okay with playing new games, trying out new things, then this actually might be something interesting. You have Everspace. I'm fairly certain that that's a newer game. You have Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's interesting. It looks like they have the entire Hello series with Hello Neighbor, Secret Neighbor, and Hello Engineer. That's interesting. They have Sniper Elite 4. So yeah, no, there's definitely quite a bit of games here that you can play. Oh, you have the Super Hot series. That's nice. Yeah, I've played the Super Hot series. Very fun game. But yeah, so yeah, it's not bad. It's not too bad what you're getting, and they say that they extend their library as well, so that's also nice. So yeah, I mean it depends if you're up for playing some new games that you've never played before, or new genres that you've never played before. This could actually prove to be very beneficial towards you. All right, so yeah, so we've taken a look at the games that they have to offer. We know that their library is very expansive and will continue to expand. We've covered their pricings of $10 per month, and of course, cloud gaming again will really only benefit those who have these two requirements fulfilled. Those who have not the strongest computers. Again, I would be a perfect example of this, as my computer is not exactly that capable, although it can play simple games, but it struggles a bit with the higher quality ones. And those who have a decent internet connection. Google Stadia claims that all you need is 10 megabits per second in order to play at minimum, which is not too bad. And I would imagine, the faster your internet speed, the more smooth the gameplay will be, especially if they have options to play at higher qualities, such as 1080p and 4K. But yeah, other than that, I believe I covered the basics of Google Stadia. Hopefully they will continue to expand their library and bring games that are very popular and well known to the community. And yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed something different today. Same game but different topic. And hopefully in the future I will also expand my library of games and try out different games as well and talk about various different topics, be it anything really, gaming related or potentially world related, or just any topics, maybe comedy, or anything of that sort. So we'll see what happens in the future. But thank you guys all for watching. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed it. Hit the dislike button if you guys didn't enjoy it. Subscribe if you like my content. It helps out a lot. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.